I have my colleagues here, Evelyn, and then we have the head of program with us as well, the ACCA FIA head of program, Peiwa. And today we have a special guest with us, Ivan Ivan Zan from the ACCA Malaysia. So lucky to have him here. He's a very busy man. Okay, so today sessions we are going to share with you guys a little bit more about the ACCA, FIA, and ACCA program. Okay, so hopefully after these sessions you will have a better understanding about the program, the how to go about doing the program, and also come to some and study. That's the most important thing. Okay, and we will also share with you the scholarship that's available for you guys to apply. Okay, I see some familiar names. I think you guys have been joining our sessions. Okay, those of you who actually joined our previous past few sessions, thank you so much. Thank you very much for being so supportive, and then thank you very much for following us for all our sessions. Okay, so the first sessions, I will actually get Ivan to do a little bit sharing about the ACCA, ACCA, as ACCA. So he will actually tell you more about ACCA, how ACCA, what ACCA all about, and all those things. Okay, so I'll pass the sessions back to Ivan. Ivan, to you.
Thank you, Chilong. Hi, everyone. Good
Yeah.
evening. Evening, good evening, Pei Hua, and very nice to see all the students today. Hopefully, you will learn something. All right. My name is Ivan. I'm from ACCA Malaysia office. So today, I'm very happy that Sawitas invited ACCA to share what is ACCA about. I won't talk too much because Chilong will be covering the very important part, the scholarship part, and also I think students want to know the cost to study ACCA and so on. All right, just give me a minute. Let me share my screen. Okay, if you can see my screen, give me a thumbs up so that I know that everyone are here looking at my screen. Good, very good. So ACCA, what is it? I think many of you heard before ACCA, and I know in Prinsip Perkawanan Chapter 1, Tingkatan 4, you came across the name ACCA. All right. So I will go through what is ACCA about. Okay, I know of you who are interested to study ACCA, you are here today. So this one, after SPM, straight away join ACCA FIA, Foundation in Accountancy, which I think Chilong will covering more detail on what is ACCA, FIA, and so on. So who are we, ACCA? So we have a slogan, okay? ACCA, you see my background here, this is my virtual background. Okay, ACCA, think ahead. All right. So we are the world's most forward-thinking professional accountancy body. What do you mean about this? That means a lot of things what we do today, a lot of things that you are studying today. Do you ask yourself, the next 10 years or next 20 years, do you think that your skills, is it relevant for the future? So ACCA, every year, we have this professional insight. We do a lot of research. We ask a lot of business leader, and a lot of our ACCA members, they are really top leaders in their field. Okay, can be a big four, can be oil and gas company, can be a retailing business. So a lot of ACCA members, they know the value of having a ACCA qualification. So who is ACCA? What is the full name of ACCA? So ACCA, we are from UK. Okay, we are established in year 1904. We are called the Association of Chartered Certified Accountants. Okay, we call ourselves the global professional body for accountants, meaning that what you are studying, okay, in Malaysia or in UK or in China or in Australia, okay, the syllabus is all the same except for the local tax and audit. So this is very, very different. Okay, because each country, they have their own tax system, and also the law. Different countries have their own law. So we cover almost 80% or similar syllabus. The main thing here is everyone speak the same language and we follow the global standard. Of course, what we want to churn out is we want to grow more business leader, okay, meaning that all our students who studied completed ACCA, they are the future leaders. So what we want is we want to have more business-minded professional accountants out there. In fact, no need to wait for next 20 or 30 years. In fact, now most of our ACCA members, they are business leader. Okay, some open their own business, some they are entrepreneur, and I believe why they choose ACCA because of the fundamental that you learn in ACCA. Okay, so all these points we'll go through later. So the statistic, we have more than 200 over 1,000 members globally. I just want to give you a history on ACCA. Okay, when we first started in 1904, we only have 8 founders. Okay, 8 professional founders, and then after 1 year, 100 years, we grow. Okay, we almost achieve 100. Okay, we achieve almost 100 over 1,000. Okay, but you know, the last 10 years in ACCA, we achieved the numbers double, meaning that, you know, it took us so long to achieve 100 years to achieve 100,000 members, but the last 14 or 15 years we achieved another 100,000. This shows how aggressive ACCA is and how the network that ACCA provided to the members. And the main thing is for the support given to the students also, meaning that you are supported by a very strong network. Okay, now we have more than 500,000 of students, okay, who are currently pursuing ACCA. Okay, for your information, in Malaysia, we are the 3rd largest professional in terms of market share, in terms of professional accountant, ACCA member, and also students. 3rd largest, very big. The 1st largest, of course, UK. Okay, ACCA are from UK. The 2nd largest, of course, in China, because they are big in population. Okay, so this is all the statistics that we have today. So the 6 key reasons why I should encourage you to join ACCA. To keep it simple, first is flexibility, meaning that, you know, students who join the program, you have a choice of full-time program and part-time program courses. Okay, you can have 4 exam sessions. Of course, the 2 main exam will be in June and December, but we also added March and September exam also for your convenience, meaning that we know that, you know, students are busy, students want to have a better lifestyle. Okay, but I believe every one of you want to be very successful and also plan your journey. The main important here is planning. Okay, second thing, recognition. Okay, ACCA among the preferred professional qualification among everyone, among the stakeholders, so it's very valuable for you once you have an ACCA. Okay, if you tell your parents what is ACCA about, if you tell your uncle, you tell your teachers, first thing they will come up in their mouth, ACCA, you sure? It's very hard. This shows how valuable is ACCA like. Okay, ACCA is hard because, of course, it's not easy. It's a professional course. Okay, when I compare ACCA to normal degree, ACCA is much higher than degree. Okay, in globally, in UK, ACCA are equivalent to a master level. Okay, master degree level. This shows how valuable is our qualification. That, of course, the start I talk about relevance, meaning that what you have learned today, do you think is relevant for the future? So in our syllabus, we are updated following the latest accounting and finance guideline. Okay, it's very, very important to keep you updated. Number 4, the reason why you should join ACC, because the global presence. We are recognized in more than 180 countries worldwide. Size, we are the largest. I'm proud to say we are the largest professional body in the world. Okay, and lastly, support. You as a student, do you think that you need support? Okay, believe me, all students, they need enough support. So believe me, if you continue with ACC, I believe you have enough support. And Savita is here today. We'll talk about how they can support students in terms of study and so on. So some of the clips, the article that I just downloaded, although we talk about ACC high, but in Malaysia, we have a lot of prize winner, okay, prize winner in Malaysia. And of course, I'm proud to say Sawetas, they churn out a lot of prize winner out there. You can see in newspaper cutting, okay, Business Today. Before that is the Star, okay, Top Athlete. So all these, you could be the one there. Okay, because in ACCA we recognize the top achiever worldwide and the top Malaysia award also. All right. So one of the key reasons why you should choose professional accountancy is in Malaysia we are shortage of accountants. Okay, we need government aspiration is to reach 60,000 professional accountant by year 2030. Okay, but so far sadly we only have about less than 38,000. Okay, 30 to be accurate, 37,235 professional accountants out there who are registered under Malaysia Institute of Accountant, MIA. So most of you worry about the future of accounting, right? Have you asked yourself, now we talk about robotic, you talk about AI, okay? You worry, in the future, there's no more job for accountant. But why you need to worry? Because, professional accounting job is very specific, very technical. In fact, it's happening right now. Meaning that the lower level, maybe students you heard before bookkeeping, okay, the bookkeeper job is all replaced by a software, system software. Okay, some of the software that I can share is MYOB, there's so many software, accounting software will help the company. So you as a professional accountant, what is your job like? Actually, your job is more on decision making, your value of a company even higher. That's why you see a lot of professional accountant job, they are the CEO in the company. They are the CFO in the company. They are the director in the company. They are the top management who will lead the company because they have the skill to manage. In fact, why businesses operate, the main thing is to have profit. So without profit, do you think company, will give you bonuses or not, will grow bigger? So you as a skill, as accountant, your role are very, very important. So this is the future of accountancy career. We have the 7 professional cautions, which is very, very important. As a future of accountant, you need to have the technical and ethical knowledge. You need to have this creative skill. You need to have this emotional skill. You need to have this experience skill. You need to have vision. You need to have digitalization skill, and of course, intelligent. And lastly is sustainable organization. So all these combined, we call it the future of professional accountants. What we are aiming to see, the skill related, okay, in the future of account. All these ACCA already done research, and we will provide in our qualification to help our student and future members out there. So I think that's all for my session, but I want more Q&A. I want to keep my session short and sweet. So in case you can type in the chat box any question that you want to know about ACCA, okay? You can type in chat box, or after this, if you think that you want to arrange appointment to WhatsApp me, to call me, this is my number. 012-380-9775. But before you save the number, make sure the WhatsApp profile photo is this one. I'm not too sure whether you can see. Okay, with Mr. Bean. So make sure that's the correct WhatsApp profile photo. So I'll pass this session to Chino. We'll go through on the journey and the support given by Sawetas. Over to you, Chilo.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ivan. Thank you so much. It was a very good presentation. Guys, it's a very good presentation, right? It's actually I will actually give you an overview what is ACCA all about, and why ACCA are so important, and why ACCA are so recognized. So from, I think by then now you'll be able to know about ACCA. And as what Ivan said, it's very true. Basically, think you guys have already heard about ACCA on and off very much a lot of times, especially in your textbooks or principal accountant. It's actually printed ACCA qualifications if you do principal accountant, and then get um, these one paper exemptions when you move on to the ACCA foundation program. Okay, so today let me bring you guys through the pathway, how to obtain the ACCA qualifications. Okay, okay, so this will be the slides. Okay, okay, okay. So I will also try to go through the slides as fast as possible, so that we will have more time for Q&A. So you guys can actually ask more questions about the program. Okay. Okay, let's go through the ACCA FIA program. FIA stands for Foundation in Accountancy. Okay, these programs are formally called the CAT program, Certified Accounting Technician. Okay, recently this year it was being renamed to ACCA FIA, and also under the rename they actually took out the options paper, meaning that back then the CAT program you had to do 9 papers, but under the new renamed program ACCA FIA, you just need to do 7 papers out of 9. So good news for everyone, right? So basically you do lesser 2 papers, okay, and you don't have to spend more time to actually study on the other 2 papers. You just have to concentrate on 7 papers. Okay, let's look at the path. How to go about obtaining the ACCA qualifications. So basically, you are actually right here, right now, at this point, the SPM. Okay, to unbound into the ACCA FIA program, right, you just require to have 5 credits. Okay, 2 must be English and Maths. That's it, only 5 credit, 5 Cs only. Okay, so of course, if you, I'm sure all of you are planning to aim as many A's as possible, right? So if you get more A's, then you can get a very good scholarships. Later on, when it comes to scholarship, I will actually introduce to you a very good scholarship in the market. No other scholarship are better than the scholarship that I'm going to introduce to you guys. Okay. Okay, let's look at the path, back to the path. So basically talk about the ACCFIA. So the whole program, as I mentioned earlier, you've got to complete 7 papers, 7 core paper in ACCFIA, and there will be 2 college paper under submit. We actually include the 2 college paper. It's actually internal based examinations. Actually, that one not to worry. I'm just have to concentrate on the 7 papers. That will be 7 core papers. And then after this, later on, we will actually dive into the subjects of the ACCA FIA. What are the subjects that you guys will be doing? And the ACCA subjects, what are the subjects that you guys will be doing? Yeah, sidetrack a bit. Okay, a lot of people thought that when you go into ACCA, when you go into accountancy program, especially ACCA program, you only do accounts. You are doing accountancy program means you're doing accounts, account, and your job will be very boring, number crunching, sit down in the office, then your cubicle is that you will stay on there for a few hours, and after that, after work done, then go back home, sleep, come back, and then sit on the same cubicle and everything. Yeah, that is actually very back then, old accountant job. But now, because of the industry had changes, and also the um, the changes of the technology, and we are actually moving towards the IR 4.0, industry revolution 4.0. Everything have already changes. Everything have already changed. So the role of an accountant no longer number crunching, and you guys don't do accounts like back then, debit credit anymore. Like what you guys have learned in principal accountant. You guys are not doing that anymore after you complete your whole program. So don't get the wrong idea of coming into accountancy program. You're doing accounts. Actually, not really true. Later on, when I share with you the subjects that you guys will be doing, and you, all of you will be able to understand basically the whole program. What are the skill that you will obtain at the end of the day, and what are the things that you will be studying. Okay, so come back to the path. Okay, so after you finish your ACCA FIA, when you move on to ACCA, right, you will be able to get 3 paper exemptions into ACCA. ACCA in total, there are 13 papers, 1-3. So after you finish your ACCA FIA, you will be able to get 3 paper exemptions out of 13 papers. So in other words, you just need to do 10 papers. So under these 10 papers, the minimum duration to complete it will be 2 years. But if you are talking about the ideal duration to complete the 10 papers, probably you have to spend another half a year, 2.5 years, whereby every 3 months semester you will be doing 1 paper. That will be more ideal. So in total minimum duration will be 3 years to complete the program. The ideal duration probably will be 3.5 years. Okay, so that will be more ideal. 3 to 3.5 years will be able to complete the program. So after you complete the program, that's where you will move on. You go out and then you really work. You join the workforce. You go out and then you find your job. You build your career. So you you need to obtain 3 years practical working experience, okay, in order to be the ACCA member. Okay, so what does it mean? You might be confused. How come after 3 years only I can become a member? But what happened what membership that I apply when I am in ACCA FIA, because you will have to pay the membership fee when you have to apply to be ACCA to be a member. Okay, so the membership that you apply when you are in ACCA FIA is actually the student membership, meaning that you apply to ACCA to be a student so that you can sit for the examinations. After you complete the 7 papers in ACCA FIA and 10 papers in ACCA, then ACCA will convert your student member to affiliate member. Affiliate means graduate. So you carry the graduate title, affiliate title, you go out to work. Once you gain 3 years practical working experience, that's where you will upgrade your affiliate title to ACCA member, which means that you will become a full member of ACCA. Once you become a full member of ACCA, that's why ACCA will send you a member certificate, a member cert. That cert will be your license. Really, that cert will prove that you are a professional qualified accountant. So with that cert, you want to practice in Malaysia, you just have to apply to MIA, become MIA member, straight away applications, no examinations. Then once you are MIA member, then from there you can call yourself Chartered Accountant Malaysia. So which means that right after your name, you put a comma there, then CA bracket Malaysia. That will be the title that you will be getting after you become a MIA member. So all in, total durations minimum 3 years studies plus 3 years of working experience. All in will be 6 years. So 6 years you are already a chartered accountant. So let's say for those of you who actually just completed SPM this year, you will be at the age of 18 years old. Imagine plus 6 years after 18 plus 6 years. So at the age of 24, you are already an accountant. Okay, guess how much you'll be earning the moment you complete your ACCA in 3 years. Your starting pay will be ranges between 3,000 and above. That will be the standard pay if you manage to join into professional services firm. Then over the 3 year of experience, your salary can easily reach up to about 4 to 5K if you are performing very good. And then imagine at the age of 24 years old, you're actually earning about 4 to 5K salary already. So imagine after 10 years or after another 5 years, how much you will be earning. Okay, you do the maths. I'm sure you guys are very good in the maths. Okay, that's why you can see young entrepreneur or young graduates after in late 20s, some of them are actually earning 5 digit salary. 5 digit salary is no longer 4 digits anymore at the age of late 20s. So imagine if you do the maths again, 30 plus 40, how much you will be earning. Basically, the salary range basically I'm sharing is actually through we got it through our past experience. This is what our graduates is actually currently earning. So we just give you a rough range of how much they are earning. Okay, so this is really true. It's not actually estimation salary. This is actually the actual salary that our graduates range salary that a graduate will be earning. Okay, so interesting, right? ACCA can earn so much. Okay, the pathway, comparison pathway. If you go through a degree pathway, right? If you go through a degree will take you about a year. That pre will take you about a year. Then you go to degree will take you 3 years. Then after you complete a degree, you can go out to work, not a problem at all. You can go out to work, but then you cannot climb far. You cannot go far because a degree, there's a limitations in promotion. For those of you who are really ambitious, you want to actually move further, you want to actually move on to a higher corporate ladder, or you want to earn more salary, more, then you will have to actually pursue a professional qualifications. Let's say ACCA. ACCA is one of the options. Then if you finish your degree, ACCA, if your degree is recognized by ACCA, most probably you'll be able to get maximum 9 paper exemption. So you do the remaining 4 paper. The 4 paper will take you about a year. Then after you complete your ACCA, you still have to actually go out to work for 3 years in order to get your membership. So all in, it will take you about 8 years. If you go straight to ACCA, FIA, ACCA with the work experience, then you can see the chart, you actually save by 2 years. And the amount that you will be spending when you go through the degree pathway, right, pre-U degree and ACCA, all in will roughly cost you around 130K to 140K. Okay, but you go through the ACCA FIA to ACCA, max it will only cost you about 70K. But in actual fact, the whole cost is only about 60 plus K. So imagine 60 plus K versus 130 to 40K is less than 50% of the amount that you are going to spend in a degree. You see and then the recognition is there, and then the early you join the workforce, the earlier will be better. Imagine like 2 years differences when you join the workforce 2 years earlier. By the time compared to a degree that go out to work, you are actually um, already promoted in a higher level, and then your salary is far much higher than them already. So most probably they will be working under you, or you are actually holding the senior level or assistant manager level. It's no longer junior level anymore. When degree come in, they are junior level. So you can see the differences between the ACCA pathway, direct pathway, compared to the degree pathway. Okay, so the ACCA subjects. Okay, so basically we'll dive into the subjects. So the ACCA FIA subjects, you will be doing 7 subjects. This will be the 7 subjects that you'll be doing. Okay, if you do the principal per account none, okay, in your SPM, if you get A's, you get these 3 paper exemptions. Okay, as you can see, right, this paper, um, see, seven papers, right? This will be the 7 papers that you guys will be doing. But in actual fact, you look at it, you look at the subject lineup, you're actually doing 7 subjects. But in actual fact, you actually do 3 subjects only. What do you mean by 3 subjects? You can see accounting 1, accounting 2. This is actually accounting 3. Only 1 subject accounting, but they split into three different subjects. Then you look at management accounting 1, management accounting 2. This is management accounting 3. Another subjects, this is the second subject that you'll be doing, but it's split into 3 parts. Then these are the new subjects. So in other words, under the ACCA FIA, right, you only do 3 main subjects only, meaning the accounting, management accounting, and this one business and technology. So you can see the program itself is actually very doable. It's not as difficult as what people say. Okay, say cannot do one, very difficult one. Pre-U is so much easier. Imagine pre-U, you have to do so many paper, but under ACCFIA, in actual fact, you only do 3 major subjects. That's all, but it's split into 1, 2, 3. So you can see from here, from this, like I mentioned earlier, from the subject breakdown, you'll be able to see basically it's very much doable. It's definitely doable one, and our pass rate is about 80 to 90% pass rate. So definitely can be done. Okay, the 2 college paper is actually our internal paper. It's like the financial planning and audit regulations and professional ethics. This is actually our college paper. That one not to worry, nothing to worry about on this paper. Just give you a guideline and a foundation, a knowledge, basically what are the subjects that you will be doing in your ACCA when you move on to ACCA at that time. So it's actually a normal paper, you see. So as you can see the subjects, okay, only 7 subjects, but in actual fact 3 subjects, right? Okay, so when you move on to ACCA, you are able to get 3 paper exemptions when you move on to after you complete your ACCA FIA, and you can see here, it's like you can see the subjects that you guys will be doing. See, management accounting and accounting. Can see these two paper and one business technology. That's why it's only three main paper that you guys will be doing. Okay. Then when we come into the ACC subjects, you go straight to the apply skill. Under the apply skills, you have 6 paper to complete, and the essential the strategy professional, there will be 4 more papers to do. Okay. Apply skill, you are able to complete this 6 paper within a year. So basically 6 months for 3 paper, like 6 months, so within a year. Then under strategy professional, you are able to complete this 4 paper within a year. This 4 paper and option any 2 paper. So I just simply mark 2 paper. So this will be 6 months per semester. So just now the chart I show you, you are able to complete the ACCA 10 paper within 2 years. So this will be the 2 years. 1 year in apply skill and 1 year in strategy professional. Okay, so this will be the subject combination. As I mentioned earlier, the ideal duration to complete the ACC FIA instead of 1 year will be, instead of 2 years, will be 2.5 years. It's simply because of this one here. You see, 6 paper to do 3 paper, 6 months to do 3 paper is actually quite taxing. So that's why normally what we do, we encourage students just to do 1 paper per semester, which means that every 3 months you do 1 paper. So you only spend additional by 6 months, but you do every 3 months, you just do 1 paper, because our semester ACC semester is actually every 3 months. So by doing every 3 months, you just do 1 paper, you concentrate on paper, you ensure that you pass through the paper, then you move on to another paper. So then that you are able to actually have a better you are able to structure your subject better, and you have actually better in time managing your paper, time management. So that's why doing the 2 subjects in every 3 months is able, you are able to cope better. So that's why ideally will be 1.5 year. So you just have to spend additional by half a year. Okay, so by looking at this chart, this plan here, to do which paper and which paper first, then how many paper per semester, you after you see all this, see the plan, so it's doable or not? It's definitely doable, right? Because every 3 months you just concentrate on 1 paper, 1 paper, 1 paper, 1 paper, and total duration you only spend 2.5 years to complete the program. So it's definitely doable. So that's why a lot of people say not doable, very difficult, because they rush the paper. They force themselves to do as many paper as possible so that they can complete earlier. But at the end of the day, when they go for examination, they can't make it. So that's why they have to resit the paper. So that's why they prolong the duration. So this is what happened. Those who prolong one, then they feel that, oh yeah, I can't do. The more paper you fail, the more paper you prolong, and all this, that's why ended up you drop the program. So that's why you need to plan out how to do the paper. Once you have a good effective planning, and you know which paper to do first, and then ensure that you clear the paper before you move on, I can tell you 1.5 year is definitely doable, able to pass through all the 6 paper and spend another year to do your strategy professional level paper. You ask me how many of our students able to pass through the whole program within 2 years? I can tell you very minimum, but 2.5 years, the whole 10 papers, or 3 years or 3.5 years, we have a lot of students. Majority of students are able to pass through within that duration. Okay, Ken? Okay, so let's talk about the scholarships. This is a very important section for every one of you. I'm sure every one of you would like to know what type of scholarship that you guys can apply. I'm sure that some of you guys have already applied for the special scholarships, that you have been awarded a certain amount of scholarship, and then you need to actually decide to come in for the program by April 12th. Okay, so by April 12th, you need to decide whether you want to come into the whether you want to enroll into the program. And when you want to enroll, you got to decide whether you want to come in for April intake. Our April intake is still open. You can come in, not a problem at all. If you then the next intake will be in July. So you have 2 intake to decide when you want to come in. Okay. So this is the scholarship that I want to introduce to you guys, will be the Sunmay Test ACCA Global Leader Scholarship. This will be the best scholarships in town. It's simply because this scholarship covers tuition fee and examination fee. Okay, no other scholarship out there that cover tuition and examination fee except for this one. Okay, some may actually pay for your examination fee. So it's good news, right? So you can save pound sterling fee. Okay, so we only look at 8 A's, 8 A's including A minus. Okay, 8 A's overall, the number of subjects that we do, 8 A's. You come in, we will straight away give you the scholarships. No interview, no nothing, based on merit base. The moment you come in, we award you the scholarships. Okay, your scholarships covers the whole ACC FIA tuition fee and examination fee. Okay, we waive everything for you. You just have to pay the general fee only. Then when you move on to the ACCA, remember ACCA, you need to do 6 paper in applied skill and 4 paper in strategic professional. The 6 paper in applied skill, you don't have to pay the examination fee. We waive for you. You need to pay the tuition fee only. Then when you move on to the strategic professional, the 4 papers, 6 out of 4, that you have to pay the tuition fee and examination fee. Okay, so the total cost for the whole program, whole ACCA, FIA to ACCA, right, is about 60 over thousand, about 70. So minus off the tuitions and everything, minus off this scholarships, right, you will only need to pay roughly about 40 plus K. Okay, sorry about the error here. It's actually April. I changed it, but I'm not come back again. It's actually April, not May. Okay, January, April, July, and September. This is not May. This is April. Okay, so a very good scholarship, right? Okay, you see, if you come in with 8 A's and you don't apply for the global leader scholarships, you look at the entrance scholarship, because entrance scholarship is actually the general scholarship that actually awards everyone based on number of A's that you have. See, if we actually award students minimum with 3 A's and above. So if you get more than 3 A's, then you get actually higher. Imagine you can look at this one, 8 A's, you actually entitled for 9,000. But under the global leaders scholarship, we actually award you about 20, we will actually give you around 20, 24, around 24,000. So it's actually a lot, you know. Okay. So 8A's don't apply for this scholarship, apply for our global leader scholarships. Okay. So why Sunway TS? Basically, have to tell us a bit why come to Sunway, because you already know about the program. Why have to study in Sunway? So basically, we have been awarded the platinum status for 18 years in a row. Platinum status is actually the highest ranking status given by ACCA to all the institutions, and we have been obtaining it for 18 years, never downgrade before, and no other institutions out there are holding the 18 years except for Sunway. And we regularly, every sitting, no fail, we have world prize and Malaysian prize winners, top students in the whole world, top student in Malaysia. And to date, we have over 6,000 over graduates for ACC and CHE. So imagine basically how good we are in offering the program. Okay, then we have the top ACC affiliates, the previous examination. We actually got take all the top 3, number 1, 2, and 3 top students, top affiliates in Malaysia. Our students actually won first, second, and third. No other institutions have ever had that except for Sunway. So imagine how good we are. Okay, so there's only one words: if you want to be a champion, okay, if you want to be leader champions, come and join us. So we will train you to be a champion. Okay, so beside that, we have all these nurturing secondary school students into, like I say, into world champions. We actually encourage you guys to go out and join a lot of competitions while you're in the program. There are so many competitions out there. Okay, they are professional services, organized by professional services firm or organized by university and all those things. So we always encourage students to join to get experience. Okay, to work as a team. Okay, then most of them, when they participate, they actually emerge to be the champions or the first runner up and all those things. They definitely win prizes. So you can see the way we nurture our students beside giving you guys a good lecture, teaching you guys on studies and make sure you guys pass the examination. We have all these extra development. Okay, so we also have student development program experience. Students under the experiential learning. So we have this global audit simulations. Okay, we started off the audit simulations under some ATS. So after a while, then we actually doing very well. Then we got the recognition from ACCA. then we manage actually move the audit simulations into global. So that's why we manage actually invite participants from over from globally to join our audit simulations. So this is a very great achievement that some tests have. No other institutions have ever had this. Okay, global audit simulation is kind of like to give you an experience on how the actual audit work like in the industry. Okay, um, it's actually a very good simulations, and you will also give you a chance to actually secure a job placement if you're actually performing really well during the audit simulations, because you are going to do your presentations or report your findings at the end of the audit simulations, and then when you do a presentation, you do it in front of the professional representative from the professional services firm. So it's actually very interesting competition, all these simulations. We also have a lecture series. We actually invite all the representative from the professional services firms to come in to actually do some sharing on the and updates on what is happening in the industry, and to give you informed so that you guys, when the moment you complete your studies, when you go out and join the workforce, you are aware on what is going on. So we have all these extra experiential learning sessions ready for every one of you. Okay, we have a very strong strategic alliance with professional services firm. Okay, like Deloitte and all those. So what happens is that we actually help the students to find a job at the end of the day. So once you complete your studies, you don't have to worry. We will actually help you to find a job in this professional services firm. Okay, a lot of people will always ask why auditing, why always professional services, why have to become an auditor, why have to be an external auditor? Because we always believe your first few years of when you graduate is a very important year for every one of you. That's where you need to actually gain good experience, good exposure. Okay, so that you understand what is the job, means the career available in the industry, and what kind of industry that's available for you to venture into. And from there, as an external auditor, you are able to gain that kind of experience simply because you will go to the client place actually audit their financial statements. So through the financial statement, you are able to actually understand how they actually run their business, how they actually manage their funds, how what kind of business that they are doing. So all this you are able to get from the financial statement. That's why the skill that you get from the ACCA program is very unique. It's very unique. You can't get it in any other qualification. Even degree don't give you this kind of skill. Because everything that you learn in professional qualifications, especially in ACCA, they will actually teach you how to apply, how to use in the real life situations, in real life scenario. In simply because when you go for examinations, right, the examinations will always be you are always being tested with the real life scenario, real life situation. So they basically what is they want is that they want to know how you have learned, what have you learned throughout the whole semester, and how you can apply what you have studied into the cases. How do you use that to solve your problem and all those things. So that's why it's a very interesting program. It's not really just accounting alone. Okay, so that's it for my presentations, and I have my name here, Chilong, and then I have my colleagues here, Evelyn. Okay, so these are my email and this is my WhatsApp. You can actually take a snapshot if you have anything to ask. You can ask today. Otherwise, then you can always WhatsApp me or email me or Evelyn. We will be able to help you. Okay, so so I hope I actually give you uh, a good understanding about the ACCA program at Sunway, and what you guys will be studying, and then what you guys will be getting when you join our program. Okay, so always remember, Sunway, when you come into Sunway, when you join our professional qualification with us, um, you are not just coming for a program. Okay, simply because we are not just offer you the program, we actually offer you a career career in such that we actually will help you to find a job at the end of the day. Okay, then you get you are able to get a job. Okay, so that's it for my presentation. Okay, I think Ivan, you still around, Ivan? So probably we will
Yes,
go
I'm here.
into the Q&A sessions. Okay.
Sure.
So if you have any questions, please do ask. This is the best time for you to actually ask the questions about the regarding about the ACCFIA program. Myself is here, Evelyn is here, and then Ivan is here, and also the head of program P1 is here as well. So do ask us questions if you want to know more about the program. If you have any doubts on the program. Okay. Anyone you can, if you don't like, if you not good in typing, you can actually on your mic, and then you can actually ask. You can on your mic, and then you can ask. We will be able to answer your questions. Anyone have any questions? So quiet, quiet group. Okay, our April intake is actually starting on the 5th of April. You can, registration, as I mentioned earlier, is still open. You can actually register anytime. We will take in your form, any form of Form 5 results. Okay, your trial, your forecast, or any your first attempt exam. If you don't have all that, I heard that you are able to actually get the forecast results from your schools. You just have to actually go back to your schools and then request your schools to give you a forecast result based on your Form 4 final results. I'm sure the schools are willing to help you. Just tell them that basically you need this result to register to continue your course. They will be. I'm sure your school will be able to help you on that. If you have any problems, do come to us. We will try our best to actually help you. Okay. Mm. Yeah, have questions here. May I know about 67K course is from FIA to ACCA, right? Yes, it's the whole program. About 67,000 is about the whole program, including the OBU degree. Okay, so basically when you come into the ACCA program, you're able to get a degree. After you complete the ACCA FIA, then when you move on to the ACCA Apply Skill, the sixth paper, after you complete the sixth paper, when you move on to the strategic professional level paper, right, you are able to opt to do the OBU project paper. That project paper will take you about 5 months. So how to get the paper? You just need to select a topic, then select a company, and then select your mentor. Mentor will be your lecturers. Then he will actually work very closely with you, guide you throughout 5 months to prepare the documentation. Once you complete your documentation, then you will submit to OBU UK. Then if you pass through, they will look at your last three paper. Okay, the last three paper in apply scale, the marks, then from plus your OBU project, then from there they will determine you fall under which category, whether first class honor, second class upper, second class over, or third class. Okay, so good news, right? 67K get ACCA, and at the same time you get a degree. Okay, so when you go out to work, you're able to present two qualifications: OBU degree, Office Proficiency degree, BSc Honors in Applied Accounting, that will be a degree name, and also the ACCA membership. Okay, ACCA qualification. Okay, we have another question here. Um, okay, which is better, degree in accounting or ACCA? Okay, definitely will be ACCA lah, right, Ivan?
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
definitely will be
Uh,
ACCA because ACCA is actually the higher than is a higher qualifications, higher than the degree qualifications. Okay, if you just complete a degree, like I mentioned earlier, it's just not enough. Okay, maybe Ivan, you want to add on to that?
yeah, just to add on,
Mm,
ACCA is equivalent to master degree in UK.
mm,
In Malaysia, if you take a degree, once you completed your degree, you still, to be a qualified accountant, you still need to take ACCA. So anyhow, also, no matter which pathway that you choose, okay, diploma or degree, and the end result, you still need to take ACCA. Then you will be spending more time. you'll be more cost, okay, more cost. And you know, sometimes in fact a lot of students who took the degree pathway, they did not know the professional route. If they know earlier, they will continue take ACCA after their SPM. So thank God you are here, so you have a knowledge to know this pathway. That you know, please go on to your dreams. I know every one of you have dreams. Make sure that to reach the dreams, you need to start quicker and faster.
Mm. Yeah, thank you so much for to Peiwa. Peiwa is actually helping up to reply the student questions. Peiwa is actually the head of ACCA, FIA, and ACCA. Okay, so we have the head here, and then we have the representative of ACCA here. Okay, so let me see what other questions that we have. Evelyn also helping up to reply the email. Thank you, Evelyn. Okay, Ronnie. Ronnie, we answer already. Then which one better? Ronnie, including 3 years work experience. What does it mean? Um, yeah, if 3 year. I think Ronnie, are you asking about including 3 year work experience means that the program? Do you have to have the 2 year work experience? If that is what you are asking, yes, you need to have 3 year work experience in order to change your membership from affiliates to full member. That is actually the requirement. Okay. Uh, okay. The next one from Amy. If I pursue a degree in accountancy outside of Sunway, I can do ACCA at Sunway, right? Also, if Sunway will help me to find a job placement for the 3 years work experience. Yep. As long as you come in to do full time, okay, we will be able to actually help you to assist you to actually find a job. So in other words, after you finish your degree, you will get a certain number of paper exemptions into ACCA. Of course, if you do a degree in Sunway, you get maximum 9 paper exemptions lah. That one for sure, right, Ivan? So
That's correct.
so if you do our BAF, Bachelor in Accounting and Finance, you sure get 9 paper exemptions into ACCA. Then you just need to do the remaining 4 paper. So if you do it under full time, during that 4 paper, we will be able to assist you to find a job lah. That one not a problem. Okay, the next one, does we can choose either April, July to enroll to some. Yeah, you can. If you are talking about the special scholarship, yes, you can either choose July, April, or July. Okay, that one not a problem. We have, if you are not the special scholarship holder, if you want to enroll, we actually have 3 intakes, coming 3 intakes. We have April, July, and September. If you want to join the July one, we have another intake which is in September. But of course, the earlier you join will be better lah, so that you can complete your program earlier. Okay. I think Evelyn, the next questions. Okay. So there's one questions. I want to ask which is better, either continue CAT or ACCA FIA. I choose to say is okay. This is
Long, I have answered that already.
oh, you answered that already. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I think maybe you would like to answer Zaim. As soon as graduate, which is better working in an audit firm or corporate company, and why?
Okay. So Ivan, you want to answer these questions?
Can.
Yeah.
That's a very good question. Okay, there's a differences in audit and corporate company. So normally how I advise, my personal opinion, I'm sure my colleague have different opinion. Normally start with audit, because in audit you will learn everything. Different company, you'll be given a different industry. You will experience different type of segment, business segment, okay, and you work in a teamwork, okay. So normally, based on my friends, okay, who are very successful, they will go for Big Four and okay, the audit firm, and then once they have the 3 years of working experience, I have friends who continue into audit firm, continue, and now they are manager level, senior manager level, some head of department. Some of them, they will go to corporate. Okay, normally once they left the audit firm and go to corporate, the work-life balance will be different. Okay, the pay are very different, meaning that your pay even higher, and of course the job satisfaction are also different. Okay, but in a corporate company, because you're talking about corporate, so corporate normally they have higher expectation on your skill set. Okay, so in my opinion, make sure that for you to join a big company, sometimes there's pro and cons, whether you want to go there to learn, or once you go there with a different set skill, also can. So it's depending up to you, your choices. There's no right or wrong answer for this. Okay, end of the day is your choice, and of course is your personal choice that you will distance to make your your vision, what you want to do end of the day.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah. So what I want to say is actually very true. It's just like what actually I mentioned. We always believe that auditing job is always the first job for you to actually apply to and then work, also simply because of the experience and the exposure that you'll be getting. Don't confine to one industry. If you just confine to one industry, your experience will be within that industry. So after a few years later, then only you branch out and then you want to learn more, that will be too late already, because you have to actually start all over again. So it will be best for you to actually stay on with one um, audit. The audit. Then from there you are able to see a lot of industry, can go into the industry and then experience and to get the exposure, and also learn how the individual industry works. Then from there you can see more after 3 years, like I mentioned earlier. After 3 years, then you exit out from audit. Because a lot of people, they don't, not many one they want to stay on in audit for a long time lah. So it's actually the experience and exposure that you get in audit firm, that's very important for few years. Then after 3 years, once you get your member, then you exit out. Then from there you can join. You will be able to know what kind of industry that you want, that you like. And then let's say if you have decided to the industry, and you will be able to know how to actually enhance your career into that particular industry because of the exposure that you gained previously. Okay, so audit firm, think about joining audit firm to be an external auditor, not internal auditor. Internal auditor also confined um, with that company only. External auditor is different, because you are external party, you are being hired by other companies to actually to audit their financials, and then from there you'll be able to learn more. Okay, so any more questions? For 3 year work experience, what kind of work will we be doing? Uh, so basically, I think it's the same questions, right? Same questions that the one that we um, ask. Is always up to individual, up to you, up to everyone, up to individual of you, whether you want to go into auditing line, or you want to go into commercial, or you want to go into services or finance, everything, or banking. It's always up to you. The qualification itself open the door. You can go into all sector, all industry. Okay, because ACCA is recognized, and you're talking about any industry that deal with money. Actually, they need accountants, they need finance, they need someone to actually take care of their finance. They need someone to actually to become the advisory role. Of course, the advisory role might not be your role when you complete your study, because you do not have any experience yet. So you will have to actually gain a few years work experience and get some exposure first before you're able to embark into the advisory role. Okay. Ivan, you want to add on this?
Yeah, I just want to add on the 3-year working experience must be related to accounting, banking, and finance. Make sure that your future employer, they have your superior is a chartered accountant under the IFAC membership, could be ACCA, could be other professional, could be MIA, so that end of the day they will approve your performance objective. Okay, if you're working under our ACCA approved employers program, okay, we have almost close to 200 over approved employers in Malaysia and close to 7,000 approved employers worldwide, then you don't have to worry about this, because under the approved employer, they already met all these training and development for the ACCA affiliate or ACCA student who completed that exam. So that one is done. So now that is the line. What if you are not the ACCA approved employer? Very easy. So make sure in a company you work in accounting department or finance. Okay, make sure there's a superior or your line manager who are the IFAC member who can approve your performance objective and all day. Okay, so while you're working, so it's very easy. Make sure while you're working, you keep all the records. Okay, while you are in doing your working experience, you just go to our My ACCA portal. There's a tab called My Experience. You just log in and fill up accordingly to your. That is very specific, very technical. You don't have to worry so much. But I just want to tell you that don't worry. All these things, when you come to a certain stage, ACCA, we will let you know what kind of objective that you need to meet. Okay, for you, very simple. Make sure you study hard, you pass all your papers, and then once you go to working environment, survey test will help. Okay, because survey test, they have a interview room in the college itself, so don't worry about that. Okay, so make sure you try your best and strive for your good result in your ACCA. Working come later. Don't worry so much, but make sure you study. Right, Chilong.
Yes, very true. Like I wouldn't say interview room. Yes, we have this. Just actually at my last slides, I have this big. We call it a big five suites. So that is where the professional services firm, the representative, the HR, will actually come to our office to interview our students, the applicants that actually apply for a job in professions in their company. Let's say, for example, EY, PwC, all these. The HR will actually come in to interview. So this is our one of our salient features. Our students do not have to go to the firm for interview. They come in to interview our students, so you can see how great our students is. So not like any other institutions, any other graduates, they will have to go to the firm and then they have to make their way there, and then they have to fill out the form, they have to wait there and then sit at the couch and wait to be called to enter the interview room. Okay, this not for Sunway. Okay, Sunway graduates, we have the privilege. They come in here to interview our students because our students are so great. They wanted our students so much. Okay, so that's why we have this special privilege. We have a very strong strategic alliance with the professional services. Okay, so like Ivan said, not to worry about the job. We will actually help you to look for a job. Okay, it's not kind of 100% job guarantee, but we will try our level best to help you to look for a job after you graduate. Okay, it's simply because the moment after you graduate, you actually carry our flag. You actually you are actually our Sunmi graduates. So imagine if you go out there, if you're Sunmi graduates, you cannot find a job, what people will think about us. So that's why we care really much on this. So we will definitely help you to look for a job. That one not to worry. Okay, as long as it's Sunday, you graduate Sunday, we will get you a job. Okay, that's why as I my last statement I said we are actually selling you guys a career. It's not a program, a career. Okay, after you complete a program, we actually help you look for a job. Okay, so any more questions, guys? So this is the best time for you to ask questions. Any more questions? Anything that you have doubt with, then this is the best time for you to ask. Okay, Ivan is here, the head of program is here, myself is here, and Evelyn, my colleague, is here. So any questions that you'd like to ask? Okay, scholarships, the AA, the Global Leader Scholarships, you can only apply when you get your actual SPM results. So once you apply, then let's say you got AAs, you're entitled for full waiver of the ACCA FIA tuition fee and examination fee. So those fees that you have paid for the past semester, for the semester one, we will actually refund you back. Okay, the fee, not to worry. We'll refund it back to you when you move on to the ACCA program. Okay, so you get the full scholarships. Don't worry. Okay, anything to add on, Ivan? I think we got one question here. How much must we pay for each semester? Okay, each semester roughly around for for the first semester, for the whole ACCA FIA program, it's around, it's less than 20K, it's around 10 plus. So actually divided into 3 semester. So the first semester fee will be how much? Evelyn, do you know about the first semester will be how much?
Roughly, it will range depend on actually which intake that you come in.
Mm,
So some
let me
would
see.
ranging around 7,000 to 9,000. This is actually for inclusive of all the general fees and then the tuition fee and also the external fees.
The first semester is less than 5, it's about 4,000 plus.
That one is for
Yeah.
the tuition fees. Yeah.
The FIA tuition fee is 3,000 over plus exam fees is about 4,000 plus. First semester has 2 subjects. The first semester fee is about 4,000 plus because has 2 subjects plus the exam fees. Second semester, you have 3 subjects plus the exam fees is close to about 5,000 plus. And the third semester, you have 4 subjects in total. So that comes to about 7,000, about close to 7,000.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, if you want the actual amount, okay, the first semester tuition fee is about 4,460. Okay, then you add on the ACCA UK fee about 1,004, then plus the examination fee about 1,000. So your first semester for ACCA FIA it will cost 6,867. Okay, 6,867, that will be the first semester fee. But payable to Sunday will only be 4,000 plus. Okay, 4,460, that will be the first semester fee. So if you go into the second semester fee pay to Sunday is 5,180. And then the examination fee will be 1,550. The exam add up will be 6,730. That will be the second semester fee. Then the third semester fee, like Pewa mentioned, is 7,290 for everything, including the examination fee. Payable to Sunday is 6,190. Examination fee is 1,100. Okay, not to worry, guys. We've actually sent you the fee structure. Okay, at the end of these sessions, then you will be able to take a look at the fee structure. So the fee that I mentioned have not actually deducted um, uh, your special scholarship yet. So let's say for those of you who actually have special scholarships and your disbursement is actually by different semester. So you look at the first semester, how much is your scholarship that you'll be getting. Let's say for example, you get about 5K. So you look at the tuition fee, our tuition fee, supposed to pay the Sunway is about 4,000, it's about 2,000 plus. But let's say if your disbursement is about 5K, then we will minus off the tuition fee of 2,000 plus, and the remaining one we will transfer it to the following semester. Then we will minus off semester by semester until it write off. Okay, so hope not to worry about the scholarship. You get your scholarships. Okay, we actually do the deductions for you in the system. Okay. Any other questions? anyone would like to, any other questions that anyone would like to ask? No, no questions? Okay. Okay. Ivan, you have anything to add on, Ivan?
No, but I think all the students, just remind them that we have another one more session this Saturday, so they can invite your friends and do join us for the second round of talk of the career part of the ACCA also.
Yep. We will have another session on this Saturday, 11 a.m. Don't worry, every one of you are invited. We will actually send you a link to join our Saturday sessions. You will see Ivan again, and myself and Evelyn again. Okay. So Peiwa will be actually join. If Peiwa can join, Peiwa will be joining. We will we'll be seeing you guys on Saturday again. Okay. So so I think there is no questions, and we will wrap up.